welcome back to another episode, guys, of Danganronpa. And in the last episode, we had a double homicide, where one was technically a suicide. Because we watched Ibuki kill herself, but she was gullible, so I do believe she was told to kill herself. And we had Hiyoko dead. I do believe she was murdered before Ibuki died. Ibuki was told to kill Hiyoko first, and then commit suicide, and then whoever the true killer is tied her up after, which is really looking like it's gonna be Soda. Which breaks my heart. There's still the very off chance could be like Sonia. And I said the Mikon thing. Oh, but Mikon can only be if, because there's the theory that whoever locked the door had to stay in the place until everyone arrived and then just met up with the group after everyone came in and joined in with the confusion, which is possible. So it's either Sonia, Soda, or Mikon, but Soda is my front runner, and it breaks my heart. Let's continue our investigation. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it's easy to check how you look. Musical instruments. There's a lot of different versions lined up. I know guitars and drums, but there's also instruments and machines that I've never seen before, but they look like they pertain to the cake, don't they? What is this holographic shit in front of me? There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. But the last time it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Well, there's stickers all over that. Okay, that lamp is not a thing. The shelves. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf, it looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper and this edge of the wallpaper. It looks like it's a little torn. But what does this mean? I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Is that not evidence? So let's note that holographic, it must be the light. It's bugging with me. Yeah, I guess that was everything. The stickers have something to do with it? There's stickers all over the posts. Alright, with this we may be able to... Though it might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk with Mikon. I need to make sure I get the autopsy results from her. Stickers everywhere. How about it, Mikon? Have you found anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue was just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If the body is ever exposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. You see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? Yeah, so that we don't know. Hiyoko died first. I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. But it wasn't. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, I don't know what it'd be related to, but I can definitely see it. Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. And that's why our boy wanted us to use the movie theater. The movie.
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must
Certainly
be the will
conceivable
of
that the killer
causality.
wishes to complete the imitation. But hold on a sec! What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get too out of hand, too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. Like the last game. You mean we've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken will be able to secure an easy victory, right? The new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will there will not be any more killings. Since you're here already, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see as expected of you. You're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko would kill like 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
We can only choose one based on a majority vote. The other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead, or 2, or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine. That's right, there's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice. You'd have to figure who the mastermind was. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Because there is technically 2 killers, but there's a mastermind behind it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that as it sounds... Oh, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie?
Oh my!
When we first explored the island, Monokuma was passing an invitation tickets. And the imitation is, of course, an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it, which they probably were. As if they copied that movie. I see Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped, I guess I'll rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater, which we never did go watch the movie. I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim of Ibuki was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right, it might be a good idea for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Yoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay, so... I don't know if there's going to be much at the hospital, but we're definitely going to go there first. I always want to run there. Get my pet going here. I don't feel like there's going to be much at the hospital, but it's still worth the peek. Soda's here. Suspicious. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey,
Yes,
hey.
so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as a part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with this hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But I felt like that we wouldn't be able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number, so even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning even when another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. Okay.
Huh?
However, I did just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we couldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. I should investigate the lobby first. Why?
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. There's a surveillance camera unit on the top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had no reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera? I did.
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging, like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because the face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed up that stepladder of her own free will. And then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
But if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At that time you said you didn't know the person wearing the headbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw that she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey!
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Shiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so, she's humming a lot.
You.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way that we'd be able to figure that out so easily. I got it, though. I figured that out. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking it, but does she seem a little upset? Surveillance made up. Okay, so that's now added. I've already said I know the reasons. She was gullible. She was told to hang herself. It's as easy as that. Akane, how you doing, girl?
Now then.
Oh, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
Right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. We're not gonna fight. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns.
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Okay, that's kind of weird. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes somebody else was wearing is even grosser.
Like.
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Obviously. This looks like there's an open room. There shouldn't be anyone inside. I should look somewhere else. Wouldn't that have been Ibuki's room? Apparently the patient rooms are nothing now. I guess we're going to the conference room. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Chiaki, are you there?
Cuz...
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Okay. And then I saw Chiaki was finished over the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised I don't get
No.
it. I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in the conference room were designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. See a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Okay. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm not investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Oh, well, I found a Monokuma.
I've been found.
But just on the whole, is there a chance she hung herself in here and the body was moved? That wouldn't make sense either, though. I don't know. Really not sure. I wanna be sure. I've got nothing. Once the trial starts and we start really piecing it all together, I think it'll make sense. Because no matter what I know, somebody told Ibuki to kill Hiyoko. They killed Hiyoko, hid Hiyoko's body, then told Ibuki to kill herself, so she killed herself. And then tied up Ibuki's body after everyone didn't notice anymore. What the fuck are you? Yep, okay. Going to the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn. God, that song sucks. Gundam. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Gundam!
So you have...
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hiyoko staying?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever God you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I don't know if he does.
Damn
Hey,
right.
Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. His body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... didn't you hear me? A body was found. A body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see. So Kazuchi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? I do. Well, Hiyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? Again, no. So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we are at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, we were circling the island. We came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. And that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body... What, do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true, I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you or encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. We got his account. Hyoko's room. Looks like it's locked, but key inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened, just like I thought. The key to Hyoko's room was in her kimono. And we got a woman to search for it in there because apparently even a man searching a dead body for any type of clues of murder is still apparently wrong. Just saying. I don't think it's that rude or wrong or whatever. If she's dead and you need to try to investigate, morticians do it all the time. You're trying to find a cause of death. There's nothing perverted about it. Unless you make it perverted. If you make it perverted, then that's fucked up. I should go inside. Okay. I see nothing weird here. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Hey, yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so we used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Okay, now I don't think it's you. If you're admitting to something now. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono. Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for so long, I told her it might be good for her to come outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time, and then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. The Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Okay, so you told her to go there. And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put her room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she would be abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone is listening in on our conversation, except for maybe Soda, who stalks you like a motherfucker. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Sonia's account has been added. I don't think there's anything else going to be here. I see something that looks suspicious. I feel like I can report clue. Aha! Monokuma?
No.
99, not bad. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So, what's the last area? Movie theater? I think that's it. Movie theater and then we're done. More than likely just class trial time after the theater. Is the theater still on this island? Yep. Excuse me. What's time looking like on this episode anyway? Yeah, 25. We got a little bit.
Hello there.
Why, hello there. How's your May? I know you'd come here. You noticed it too, right? This case, the case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet. I see. Then you really should watch this movie.
Hey!
Hey, manager. Customer's here.
Did you call me?
I did.
What?
Well, Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being a tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. Huh? You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since you were talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nanito? Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See, it's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. On this date. Oh my god, okay. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I do only plan to watch it
Look
once.
forward to it,
And
okay?
I'll go prepare the projection reel. The projection reel first. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, about the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Okay, it's been added to the truth bullet section. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Or go in.
No,
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't
Are
rush,
you
don't rush.
sure?
Tasty boys get hated. You know, they might even get hated by bear boys too, you know? Cool. Do I talk to you then?
Impossible.
I can't believe you bought that thing and you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even you said you should have just settled with it. Even you said you should have just settled it with money to get into seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. It's a food shop. There's lots of popcorn, sandwiches, drinks all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. Goods corner. There's no hemp bag. That reminds me. That item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monami's face on it. Did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited time item. Only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa, there, were you interested in buying my tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid, there's no
stupid.
way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveals who the killer is. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Because whoever has the second tote bag, I guess.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now
It
then.
looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
Can't wait!
This is exciting, exciting! Exciting for you, maybe? I don't want to watch this movie. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monaco presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From a title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D? That sounds so
Now
half-assed.
then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Is it actually going to show me some animation? Oh god.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Uh-huh.
And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Okay. She did.
the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
So that's how Kabuki died, as I claimed.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
That's the second murder.
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
That's the third death.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Okay.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Wow.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Wow. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head or hand.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye. I'm too disgusted to even let it sigh right now. That's all I can even describe the situation. How was it, actually? I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah, just like you said, the characters were killed in the movie, match the victims in this case. Kabuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death, too.
but
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or, if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Class trial time. Guess we're ready.
hello! How's everybody doing?
Good.
It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
You got it.
I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again, I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Which is the truth. Which, check on you. You're fucking big. But we will start the class trial in the next episode, guys. So please comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you thought of this episode, tell me who you think the killer is, and all the kit caboodle. See you all in the next one, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.